Why, hello there, everybody, and welcome to my YouTube channel's very first video. I'm Shells, and I'm here to just enjoy stories and to share them with you. So today on my very first video, I will be sharing with you a very amusing question I found on the Ask Reddit subreddit. And with that introduction out of the way, let's just dive on in. So, the question in general that I am going to share with you today comes from Ask Reddit, and it's a few years old, but I couldn't help but laugh at some of the answers of this. I just had to share it with you. So, the question is, Reddit, what's the time you saw an a-hole kid getting what they deserve? And I find it very funny because they kept adding edits. Like, here, edit, I went to Walmart and came back to being number 12. Holy crap. And, they just keep getting more popular in the Ask Reddit community. And it's nice to see them getting excited. So let's look at some of the answers. So this user says, I was around 8 years old on a jumping castle, and this random kid bounces over and asks how old I was. After telling him, he immediately started punching me in the face, and I ran away. I turned back to see if he had given chase, but instead, he jumped off awkwardly and had broken his ankle. I laughed quite hard. Actually, that's very amusing. I think I remember one of the comments for this comment mentioning that the kid must live by some weird code where he has to ask for his victim's age before he starts beating up on the kid. This one is a little bit longer, but so I was working at a Pizza Hut at the time. Some kid around age 10 or so went to the men's restroom and he pooed in the urinal and then proceeded to smear it all over the gosh darn place. We knew it was the kid due to it not being very busy that day, and a coworker spotted the mess right after the kid left the bathroom. We weren't sure what to do, but the manager decided to tell the parents. Oh, the father was pissed. He made the boy clean it up. He stood over him, yelling at him, and made him clean it all. The boy was crying, but, frick that kid. He was old enough to know that you don't do that kind of crap. He wasn't mentally impaired. He was just a jerk. We were all glad that the dad stepped up. Otherwise, we would have had to clean it. And the too long didn't read. 10-year-old brat smeared his own poop all over Pizza Hut. His father made him clean it up. So this one says, I once saw a kid terrorizing a dog at a park. The dog was tied to a pole and the kid was chasing the dog around on his bike. The owner came back and started yelling at the kid. As the kid rode off, he popped a wheelie and the front wheel of his bike popped off midair and he did a face plant in the parking lot. I felt pretty bad for laughing, but couldn't help it. It was so unexpected. Yeah, I probably would have laughed too, only because if he's terrorizing someone's pet, he kinda deserves it. This one's a bit longer, but it goes, I was working the shoe department at Sears back when I was 18. One day, this little kid is in there with his unattentive mother. He's running around, knocking stuff over, making a mess. I ask her to keep him in check, and she refuses. The kid starts running circles around the register. Well, the register was on a little island in the middle of the department and had a slide-out shelf about waist-high to an average person. I'm ringing up an actual customer, so I slide out the shelf and set this person's shoebox on the shelf. That little child comes flying around the corner and wham! Forehead connects with the shelf in a loud crack. He immediately falls backward, blammo, right on the floor, and then starts wailing. The mother gives me a dirty look, gathers up her brat, making her way out of the store. The customer and I both watch her go and just sort of shrug it off. Well, yeah, if you're gonna, not watch your kid and the kid gets hurt, he's probably deserving of it, but hey, that's just me. So the first video was a short one. but that's because I'm, still testing the waters with my channel. If you like this video, please subscribe and don't forget to ring that bell so you get a notification when I upload next. Also, don't be afraid to comment any suggestions on what you think I should do with my next video. Just if you have an idea, let me hear it. I'm still a beginner, so I'm treading carefully on where I go and what I do with my channel. So once again, thank you and see you next time.